Hi, I'm Josh. Welcome to my studio. I'm about to start a new painting. Uh, this time we're going to have a little challenge. I normally don't do this, being filmed, and I'm going to try to do a horse painting in a very short amount of time, shorter than I'm usually, take my time in doing. But it's okay because it's okay for artists to challenge themselves when it comes to painting. And time restraints is a good way to do it as well because you make more definitive decisions, and you don't have to meander like left and right. So I kind of like that challenge. So I'm starting out with my palette, as you can see here. I do primary colors, warm and cool, black and white, and brown. And yeah, so let's begin. All right, here we go. Now I'll be talking a little bit here and there, and I'll be ignoring you a little bit here and there, because I'll be into the painting. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly do a composition of the horse that I see here. Okay, just, and it's gonna be probably more abstract than I usually do, and that's okay because I love keeping things a bit loose, and it's a nice change of pace from all the impressionist realism work I do. And I'm an artist living in Santa Fe. I work at the Plaza as an art vendor as well, so you can find me there quite a bit. Not quite now because it's in the winter time, but mostly spring, summer, fall, I'm there most of the time. So as you can see, and I usually like to paint at the Plaza, but because it's the winter time, I'm painting right here at home. Okay, so, and of course these could change a little bit, but at least now I have something to work with here. Like I said, this is going to be looser and different. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's just have a little fun with it. That's all I ask. And if you want to check out my work, I'm on joshualance.com. Find all kinds of cool paintings from Santa Fe, New Mexico, my travels. I've traveled around the world. I lived in Asia for about 5 years, Portugal for a year, teaching English and art. Last year, momentous, I studied at the Angel Academy of Art in Florence, got a diploma there. So I got a diploma in portraiture, and so very happy about learning foundations of and techniques of classical painting. Most people know me as an impressionist kind of painter. Okay, all right, so let's begin. I tend to go towards bigger brushes to start with, because that will get things done quicker. I'm just mixing, trying to get the horse's color. Lights, dark shadows. It's good to make good pools of color. So it'll save you some time. So you can see that. Okay, let's begin. Lighter, which is okay. So now I have 3 pools of color. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. I've been a painter for 34 years now. still feel like I'm a kid and still learning the craft and everything. See, I'm just gonna yep. Yep. Yeah. So what I'm painting right now is this horse that I met a long time ago, probably in New Jersey. I used to live there many years ago. And all the subjects I paint, actually, I've met in person. I think that's important because it tells good stories. And this one just came up to me and looked at me, and I was like, okay, you want to play? You want to play, I don't know, cards? You want to talk? Discuss your relatives? I don't know, you know, like whatever horses like to do. So, you know, I took some pictures and I found this lovely horse, and I was like, man, very cool. And there's nothing to it. It's I love it, talking and petting animals. I feel like they I don't know, something very fascinating. They live in another dimension or something. They have so much wisdom. I feel like they want to tell us, but they don't know how. Now I'm doing the hair, because the hair is important. Yes, I used to have hair like this in the 80s, let me tell you. When the old mullets were around, that's right. And, yep. And away we go, continue on. So you can see this horse has a lot of different browns and reddish colors and things like that. It's so fun, you know. I love mixing like a DJ, if I have to be so blunt about it. Yes, but it keeps things interesting. Okay, that might be one of my strengths, I'm not sure. But I do love mixing a lot. I do.
What was the name of the horse?
The name of the horse, I think, is Snuffles. Don't ask me, ask the farmer. But yeah, I always try to get permission, you know, before I take pictures, and you know, if I see the farmer, the owner, whoever. But you know, a lot of times I take road trips and I go through farms and I end up seeing these horses, and I say, well, let's stop and take some pictures, and it's that random. You know, finding the subjects can be mostly a random thing, which is fine. I enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to do some highlights for the hair now. Alrighty, so like I said, we're doing the highlights of the hair right now. Just so get that little orange in there. Can't forget the other ear. It's okay because now it's lighter. Sometimes painting reminds me of calligraphy. Something I also dabbled in when I was in Taiwan. Let's see. go back to get some of that dark in there because there's a shadow going down here. So when I look at everything as shapes. You want to keep things simple as you can. It's not rocket science, it's just maybe that's just a tad of blue. I like to get that darker brown in there. There you go. Yeah, this may end up being quite a rustic looking piece, but it's okay. You can already tell it looks like a horse, even if it is more abstract. Just usually I do a drawing, you know, for compositional purposes quickly, and but here I'm doing it even quicker, just going right into it with the brush. Happy horses. Horses can be happy if you treat them right. Yes. I don't know. Let's see here. So, has anyone had experience, you know, with horses? Personally, I love riding them as well. I mean, it's just an amazing experience if you haven't done it before. If you city slickers get it to a farm, you'll understand what I mean. Yes. Let's see here. Let's get a little gray for the shadow since I'm on that. How do we get gray? Mix a few here and there. Let's see, a little brown, a little more blue. Of course, you mix complementary colors, that'll get your gray. Sometimes you make a color you've never done before, and it's pretty cool that way. All right. So, let's see what I do. I'd like to give a shout out to one of my favorite places to eat in town called The Pantry. And you'll love it. It's been there for 80 years, and people love it, and it's a local place. No fake tortillas or Doritos or whatever they have there. It's great. You'll love it. And another shout out to Gabriela Lamas. This is my woman, my girlfriend, and she's an amazing photographer. She is with me actually when we found this horse. So she's a great photographer, and you'll love her work. Contact her at lamosphotography@gmail.com or look her up on Facebook. She's Gabriela Lamas, Lemas. Muy bueno. Yeah. Actually, some of my favorite sales have been through, like, literally people from Mexico have bought my work at the plaza, which was sweet. I really love that, you know, especially, you know, because you wouldn't expect, you know, people from other countries, you know, especially like Mexico. You always think maybe England or Canada, but Mexico, you know, that's amazing. That's their hard-earned money, and they loved it enough to buy, you know, a piece of art that touches them. So that's what I love about being at the plaza. You just meet people from everywhere, and especially who are grateful. Now that would be better. I would love to see the locals purchase some art, you know? I know it's not easy. They're the tough ones. But, okay. So, as you see right here, I got a shadow in there, which is nice. Okay, so now, gotta find a brush. We're gonna put some of that white on there. Helps you become very decisive when you're like working fast too.
Can we go for this?
Yeah.
May I? Is this wet paint over here? Ooh.
What, you having something in
A
mind?
couple of shots.
Okay.
From the perspective of the palette.
Some people will look at this like, shit, I want to buy the palette.
Right.
I like this palette. Yeah,
See here.
exactly. Okay. When I go to Paris in a couple months, I hope to get a beautiful palette, really beautiful one. And French easel would be nice. I was actually thinking about like getting a uke because I used to play the uke when I was in Portugal. Sold it before I got back. So yeah, I thought about it'd be nice to make some music if I have some downtime. You know.
Hold on.
I'm gonna get seasick here watching this. So, okay, yeah, here. I'm gonna do it like this so I can get some more control. Yeah, doing painting is all about adjustments. You know, just constantly making adjustments. That's okay. So now let's continue on. Press on. Yes. Now, proportionally, it may be a tad off, but that's okay. Like I kind of expect that. But so I'm, pretty much doing this by eye. Because expect to be, adjustments here and there and everywhere. I want that shot a little bit darker. Let's see here if I can do that. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So basically I got almost all the colors in already. Let's see. Constantly switching from one brush to another is pretty common. I like the immediacy of it. A little more hair, a little more hair over there. Yeah. Hair is definitely important. Didn't mean it to be that dark, but it's okay. You don't want your painting to be exactly like the photo, just the essentials. After all, I'm not just looking at a photo, but I'm thinking of my memory, thinking about the place, thinking about the horse, It's like, let's say the whole process is a bit psychological. Of course, the eyes are important. I love the eyes. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. Trying to get some of that paper towel here. always good to. In fact, sometimes I like to even use the paper towel for techniques that a brush can't do. That's what makes it rustic. See? It's like my old mantra is whatever it takes. That's what will happen. Okay. Horse has gotta breathe, give him a nose. That's what I say. Yeah, if you ever come up to Santa Fe, you're welcome to come and make an appointment and visit me in my studio. I could also show you like some of my favorite restaurants around here. They're pretty fun, and some of the highlights of the places. It's actually a pretty small town compared to New York, LA. It's only less than 100,000 people. And but it has over 200 galleries and museums and art. This town's made of art. That's in their DNA. It's been that way for hundreds of years now. Way before it became a part of America, which was only 100 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's weighing on me. Yeah, like the weight, like holy shit. Sorry. It's okay.
Sorry.
Definitely. It's coming along. It's coming along. Yeah, horses have a mouth. I've got to make it more subtle than that. It's easy to just make like a smiley face. The horse was smiling, by the way. As I'm going, I'm starting to see like certain proportions are a little off, but I'm going to fix that once I do the background a bit, kind of like this part. It's like sometimes that bothers me, and that's when I know I have to fix it. But it's okay. remember what to fix. Alrighty. I guess if I have a goal here, it's trying to make this come alive. Just something different that a photo can't do. Of course, with the popularity of AI growing, I think it's actually seeing a real artist paint a real art. Suddenly feel like we're almost an endangered species. It's you know, I feel like there's more value now than ever. All the computers and everything going on. Just, I think it's, I do love computers, but only to do my newsletters, which I have on my website, by the way. You can sign up for it. I just sent one last night, actually. And it has another horse, different horse painting. And if you're like, hey Josh, can you send me your last newsletter? Just send me your info and I'll be glad to send one to you. No problem. No problem. Notice the hair towards the bottom turns green a little bit, yellowish green. And just trying to keep everything on the loose side. So let's see here. Let's move on into the background. Just trying to pick the right brush. Let's see here. Here's a furry mop brush. Let's see how this looks. I've never used this one for the background before, so this will be interesting. Just add a little bit of my turquoise blue and some white. Could be rocking. That's very loose. Oh my God, yeah. As you can see, boy, that covers a lot. Just in a few strokes. May have to go to another brush to fill in the details. But this is kind of well, you know, there'll always be imperfections when it comes to painting, and that's okay to leave them in there if you want to. Which is not easy for me. I'm a perfectionist at heart. but I'm also trying to just let it go and just trust the process. See, I fixed the proportion of the horse a bit. Let me see. He needs more hair. That's what he needs. More hair. I love the fact there's lots of hair, you know, going all different directions. Makes it very challenging, but that's fine. If it ain't challenging, it's boring. The last thing you want to be is bored when you're doing a painting. You know, it's healthy to be challenged. Let's see here. The goal is not to really make a perfect painting as much as you want to make something that feels real and feels right in the moment, you know. That's the challenge, you know. By the way, I'm not wearing a smock intentionally. Most of my clothes are kind of colorful this way, so I can't tell whether I get paint on it or not. And I don't want to look like I'm Betty Crocker painting either. As you see, the biggest mess I have is on my palette. Hopefully the paint will stay on there. All right. Time to fix a few things here. Let's see. I have to reload a couple colors here. Oh, there. Okay. We're in the home stretch here. There's lots of love when it comes to painting, and nothing is better than painting a horse. I love painting horses because, well, it's the only form of human being that I know of. But besides that, they are beautiful, independent, wild creatures that they have a certain sense of compassion and independence about them that I truly love. And yes, anyway, they are some of the most beautiful creatures you'll ever meet. And if you ever petted a horse or rode one, you'll know what I mean. And this horse painting that I did represents like one of the many horses that I've met and painted. And I just love capturing their soul and bringing the best out in them. Sometimes it's nice doing a horse portrait without the legs. I mean, you can see a little bit of the legs, but this is pretty much a headshot. And that's okay. Fine by me. But you can definitely see there's some sky, there's some ground. Doesn't have to be more than that, especially for a portrait shot. Let's see here. As you can see, I like to mix my own grays and blacks. Just in there. It's amazing what you can get from just a palette of primary colors. That's pretty much all it is. Or get more highlights in there to finish it off. Okay, all that's left is the signature. And let's try to find the right brush for that. It can be challenging itself. I'll have to pick a very small one. Right here. There it is. And I believe just a little. So, just a little something for the nose, and that should be it. There we go. Okay, that's it. There's the horse.